All right, Homesteader family, welcome back to the journey. Thank you for being a part of the journey. And don't forget to share the journey. So, as you can hear, I'm still a little clogged up. That's why I haven't made a video for Wednesday. Plus, my grandparents were here Wednesday. It is Thursday now. I went and had lunch with them in Salida before they went back to Boulder. I'll tell you, it's a mess. So this is going to be a semi recent video because I'll have this video out tomorrow. So this won't be an old video. This will be close to a new update. And as you saw by the title, I had some crazy stuff happen. And as you can see, that's the crazy pup being crazy, knocking over a tripod. But so this week so far has been crazy. Ouch. The puppy's got very sharp nails, and she wants my attention. So I got to move back and get away from this puppy. But I also had somebody find the YouTube channel. They contacted me, which I greatly appreciate if they see this video. And I went and bought some honey. So I bought 10.1 ounces of honey from this year's harvest. About, let's see, 16 miles to the store, 4 miles past there. So about 21 miles away from me is where the honey came from. So a lot closer than somewhere else. And she's just a little crazy mutt that likes to attack. I call her a little monster. But hopefully with the pollen in the honey and the honey, that hopefully will knock out the last little bit of the allergies. Of course, everybody knows the Anatolian Shepherds have helped out tremendously because they roll around the mountainside and then I cuddle with them and the pollen and stuff gets on my nose. Right, Max? This is Max. He's a good man. But, so for the title of the video, it's been a long week already. And the first thing was Tuesday. So Tuesday, I go to check my mail on the way to town to pick up more fencing. And I get attacked by my neighbor like a chihuahua. So she waited till I was like almost a box, then gets out their vehicle. I didn't know that was their vehicle in front of me. And this is the one in the log cabin that I've had issues with. And she acted like a little chihuahua. Just so I know I know this channel has changed a little bit. It has turned into a mini drama series. Not by my liking, not by my choosing, but what's been happening. And you're wet. You went and played in the bowl. Now you want to come bug daddy. She leaves in like 7 days. So I'll be glad not to have a puppy chewing on stuff and whining and everything else. And jumping in the water dish and getting wet and then rolling on me. But back to the neighbor. Since I keep getting distracted, it's been a long week. Plus I went to Hot Springs today, so my mind's a little out there. But so she's attacking me like a chihuahua, saying, "Oh, I heard from a rant page that you said I turned you in, and we haven't done nothing to you, and we don't know why you hate us, and yada, yada, yada." And I'm like, only thing I kept saying was, I got nothing to say to you. I got nothing to say to you. I didn't even film it because my phone was in the car, and I didn't expect to be bombarded like that. And she just kept going off. Then she steps in front of the mailbox. So I had to reach my arm around her. Couldn't see inside my box. So I'm feeling around because she wouldn't move out the way. I mean, this lady's like 70, 80 years old. And you would think maybe by then you might have a little bit of maturity. You would think the 32-year-old would be the one doing stupid stuff like this. But nope, it's them. And like I said, I just kept telling her I got nothing to say to her. But I find it funny that she keeps saying, you know, they haven't done nothing to me. They don't understand why I hate them and da-da-da. Well, let's see. According to animal control, that was the address given for where the llama attacked her at. So if they don't live there, I understand. But I know they lived at that address. And I can't tell you how many times she said, Johnny, go F yourself. And just all the drama and bullcrap with it. So that was Tuesday. So as I'm driving to town, I just giggle because I find it so hilarious. You know, she thinks she's going to rule my life and tell me how to run the ranch and what animals I can and can't have, and of course all that stuff. So every time she does something, I'm going to add something else over to the other side of the mountain to irritate them that is within legal means. And then my grandparents came Wednesday, which was yesterday. And my mama was saying, you know, the only thing, she didn't want to jinx me. But the only thing that somebody could get me for is camping on my land in the trailer or tent, whatever, for more than 3 months of the year. So for those of you that don't know, Fremont County, Colorado, even if you own the land outright, which of course nobody owns land anywhere in the U.S. because if you don't pay taxes, it's gone. So you pay rent. We no longer give allodial titles like we used to give back in the 1800s and before. Allodial title, for those of you that don't know, as soon as you paid the land, you got a allodial title. The allodial title meant the land was yours. You paid no taxes on it. Same with income tax and stuff. That didn't happen until 1913, but that's another rant, another story for another day. Excuse me for my coughing. So, in Fremont County, Colorado, you cannot camp on your land for more than 3 months of the year for a 12-month period. I knew that. So that's the only thing somebody could try to get me for. And my mama was saying, you know, she didn't want to jinx me, but you would think they would turn me in for something like that. Well, long and behold, after the Tuesday incident, my mama says that on Wednesday. We had lunch today, which is Thursday. And as I'm getting in my truck, I get a call. And they say, this is Fremont County Code Enforcement. And we were at your ranch. You weren't there. And I said, I know. I'm in Salida. And I got turned in for permanent living on my property. I got turned in for the culvert that I put in, which I'll explain all that. I got turned in for starting to build my house without building permits, yada, 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 other stuff. So I talked to the county code enforcement officer, and he said he's heard about the llama incident and all the drama going on up here. He said he knows the Fremont County Sheriffs are happy with me because I've done everything legally and haven't caused any issues for Fremont County Sheriffs. Animal Control is happy with me. I have done everything Animal Control would need of me. They haven't asked me to do anything except keep my animals in. Same with the sheriff. Go Chubbs. Not right now. And the county said that they had no issue with me. I've been following all the rules, all regulations. Minus they know I'm camping in my trailer a lot more than 3 months of this year so far. So that was not. The digging out the house, you're not supposed to touch the land until you have a building permit. That was one aspect I did not know. So I told him, I said, I dug the house out so that when I got everything together, since I have so much stuff to get together, that they could get working on the house right away. I didn't have to worry about somebody spending a month digging out the house site. So he said, you know, they're not going to find me on that. They're not going to hold me responsible for that. And puppy's whining because mama's in the bed and won't give the puppy milk. The culvert that I put in, when you build a road onto your property, you have to pay a $75 transport Department of Transportation fee and get it approved. I did that for my driveway. For the second driveway that I did, the new culvert, I was supposed to uh, go to the county, print out my land plot, and put a line and say 20 foot by 2 foot culvert installed here, so they have it for their records. I didn't know I had to do that, so I'm going to be doing that Monday. And then the county said uh, they're working with me because I've done everything they've asked me to. So they want me to file the building permit. So it's going to be like $4,000 for the building permit, and it's only good for 12 months. So he said, but they know that I'm probably not going to have it done in the next 12 months because winter's around the corner. So they will renew in a year, next year at this time, for $48, and they'll extend my building permit for another year. Now, when I do that Monday, he said what they're going to have me do is file a agreement of something. What is it? Let me grab my pizza box that I wrote it on. So I know. Agreement of abatement. So basically what the agreement will be is agreeing that I can stay in this camper trailer permanently past the 3 months, in exchange that I will have a building permit in effect during the whole stay in the camper trailer. And as soon as I have a house built, I will vacate my camper trailer and move into a permanent house. So I told him I have no problem doing that. So Monday, I'll file the building permit, get the agreement of abatement done, and print out and draw the line where I installed the culvert. So they have all that for the county. And then the person that turned me in, whoever it is, can once again go shove it somewhere, because I will be legal. And when they call up in a couple weeks and say, well, Mr. Homesteader's still camping in his camper trailer, the county's going to tell them it is legal. So once again, they are trying to get me in trouble for stuff, and here I am going to be legal, and they can't do anything. The fencing that I've been putting out, they said is on my property, because I guess somebody was spatting that it's on their property, and the shipping containers and the animals. So they looked around. They said everything is good. The only 3 things the county had issue with was the excavation prior to building permits, which they're letting slide. The culvert, I just have to draw the picture, and to be able to stay on the property 365 days a year before the house is done, I got to file the building permit. So once again, Teflon Johnny is doing fine, and these people got nothing else better to do. I mean, I would hate to have such a horrible, horrible life, or such a jealous life, that I've got to pick on the same person over and over and over and over, when that person is doing what they're supposed to do. Or I'm doing what I thought I was supposed to do. There's a couple small things I got to do just to make everything better. But everything's going good. So, yes, for those of you wondering if I was serious about the pigs, yes, the pigs are getting moved over to my neighbor's house on my property as soon as the fencing's done. I will be getting a bunch of shipping containers and lining or starring or doing something with them. And now, since I got turned in once again, I'm thinking about getting a 20-foot shipping container, putting it on top of the mountain at the very, very top. And I'm going to paint petting zoo with an arrow, because it's going to be used as an animal shelter. And the animal shelter will work as a secondary sign. So when you're driving up 16, if you're coming to visit, you will see where Wall Mountain Road is, and the arrow will tell you to turn. And that will be another big eyesore that I won't have to look at, because it will be on the other side of the ridge that they will have the pleasure of staring at and probably not selling the house because it's going to be an eyesore for them. So according to the county, I can have as many buildings as I want on the property that are less than 200 square feet without a building permit, as long as they are 6 feet apart. And I can pour all the concrete I want, which I don't really have a need for concrete, but just finding out all these things so I can do a bunch of stuff over there. So if my neighbor or neighbors, whoever it is turning me in, I know at least my neighbor is one of the people that have turned me in. I am so glad you got nothing else better to do. And you see the smiling face? It amuses me how stupid you people are. And I will do everything in my power now to make everybody's life worse up here for the ones that are doing it. My other neighbors that border my line, I will not be doing stuff in that area. So if my other neighbors see this, you don't have to worry. Of course, I've talked in person to a couple of you that it will just be focused at that one neighbor. And for those of you that keep turning me in, keep turning me in, because Johnny Jules is doing everything the county wants, the sheriff's wants, and animal control wants. So I don't know who else you could go to. But that's that. Hope everybody's having a great week. I'm sorry this has turned into a mini drama. But like I said, it's not my choosing. It's these stupid people turning me in. So for the haters that are watching my videos, for the haters that are watching my Facebook, and getting the information off these videos, like my neighbor running her mouth like a chihuahua, she almost repeated word for word what I said in the last Sunday Monday vlog. So I know she saw that video, and I'm sure she's going to see the video again. And I would throw names out, but the reason I don't throw names out is because CYA, if you throw somebody's name out, then that opens you to legal actions and having to prove your case and all that type of stuff. So I can say neighbor. Nobody knows exactly what neighbor I'm talking about. But those that are watching me know who they are. And it's just pretty sad that you guys have no life. You know, multimillionaires, rich people, they got nothing else better to do than pick on today's homesteader, Johnny Jules. So with that, I'm out of here. I'll see you guys on the Sunday Monday vlog. Hope everybody has a good weekend, and I'll talk to you guys later.